Good morning, America. I am Miss Sheila a Chicago artist. I have a complaint with the Chicago Police Department, Jody Weis. I have written him several letters, and I have yet to hear from his found as of today, September 9th of 2010. I filled out 2 forgery complaints on my landlord and CHA housing. I did not sign a lease with Maria Schuster in a government housing program.
You got 2 in your hand. You got to win this one to keep the other 2. 2013. This
case was assigned to Detective Governor. She was assigned both cases. And she did a poor job on investigating my case. And I complained to the Office of Professional Standards, and they still did a poor job. I had Alderman Tony Pretwinkle. I live in the 4th Ward in Hyde Park. Write them a letter in 2009, and they fell back to get back with her. A year later, they called and said my case was closed. And that was 2 weeks ago, as of from the 9th or the 23rd of August. And I'm very highly upset. I was put into a lease that I did not sign for a whole year. I suffered in the CHA housing authority. I complained. They told me to go to the police department. William Rowley wrote me a letter, head of CHA, and told me that they were not a handwriting expert and go to the police. So Superintendent Jody Weis, this is what I did for you all to solve my forgery complaint. And everybody has pushed around. I have given tons of letters to the police department and the detectives. Keep reopening my case. And they keep closing my case and not doing their job. I talked to Supervisor Crawford to complain to him. Sergeant Dunn has not done an excellent job in finding out who forged my signature. I cannot thwart a lawyer. So I look for the police department to find out who forged my signature. Mayor Daley told me to work with the City of Chicago Police Department detective to help your case. I realize that they're getting ready to protest Monday because of their lack of staff and need more police, and so they need help in the detective department to close these cases instead of doing a poor job and just closing our case. I realize there's a lot of violence in Chicago, but my case is important too.
6 nights at a luxury hotel, am I right?
So,
and then also
Jody Weis,
we're going to send them to
I appeal to you
sanctuary where they can ride and feed the elephants.
to open up my case.
In the price that you have
I appeal to Governor Pat Quinn. We must protect our signatures in the government program. Dottie Trotter sole interest, Will Burns sole interest, Barbara Finn Curry sole interest. I have written her about my forgery complaints. Dick Durbin, we have to protect our signature in the city of Chicago. Danny Davis, all our children. I've been trying to get an appointment with Bobby Rush to talk to them in depth more about my situation of complaint. Senator Kwame Raoul states that no one should forge your signature or anything. It is the law. I should have the same freedom as Barack Obama and the children that starts in kindergarten school writing their letters. Everybody should have the freedom to write their signature. I vote for these candidates, Reverend Jesse Jackson. Each one of these candidates, I get petitions to get signatures, to get them on the ballot. Lots of signatures, and I feel like they're worth something. Our signature has value. We come a long way. Women's got the right to vote in 1920, and just recently here, we all got the right to vote as African Americans. So I feel that Martin Luther King stood up for freedom and righteousness and things for change. Rosa Parks stood up for righteousness for change. I stand up for righteousness and for change and justice. To be able to sign my signature on a lease without nobody taking my identity away from me. Children have started school this year, September 7. Millions of fathers and mothers, you are raising you all children. If somebody takes their identity for their signature when they get past 23 and the leases and renting apartments or doing any business, will you stand up and support them and make sure the Chicago Police Department and any police department in America do their job and make an arrest and find out who disrespected them? We must protect and respect our signatures, and the police department should uphold the law. And so I come out
for hassle-free return
and ask of you on this YouTube video and appeal to you to call and write and email Superintendent Jody Weis,
then you're ready.
Reverend Jackson, my Alderman Tony Pretwinkle, our new president, Dick Durbin, Formula Bobby Rush, Pat Governor Quinn, Mayor Daley, to reopen our case. We start from womb to a small child to go to school to learn to write. We graduate from school and college. Servicemen and veterans are fighting war, sign their signature to go fight for us. We must stand up and support change, because no one should forge your signature on anything. And all I can ask of you at this time is that Obama's signature is no greater or important than my signature. All of us are equal, and we have the right and the freedom to sign our signature. So please, could you help me, America, to get justice, to reopen up my case, so my case can be heard and an arrest can be made, so I can apologize to the person that I have accused of forgery in a government program. Please, with all my heart, I want to apologize to that person that I have accused and put out a police report on them for forgery. And I thank you for your time. And when signatures become a value where you get certificate for doing good, Barbara Flynn Curry signed her signature. It must be respected. We get graduation certificates by teachers and presidents of institutions and lawyers and doctors. So we all must respect our signature and protect our signature. So this is one thing that I can appeal to you today to help me, an artist who does artwork, to support so I can have the freedom and sleep at night knowing that I can sign my signature without nobody doing forgery to me or taking my identity away from me, because people lose their properties, everything, because somebody is taking their identity and forging their signature. And no one should forge your signature on anything at all. Beautiful. And thank you. I love you, America. I hope I have your support in helping you getting my case open, and have Jesse Jackson help maybe go out there and protest and talk to Jody Weis and the mayor. Why haven't they solved my case? Because I gave them enough evidence on my case to find the person who had done the forgery and make an arrest. And as I stated, I cannot afford a lawyer. I have suffered a whole year in a lease that I did not sign, and stayed in because Section 8 would not let me out of a lease contract stating that I had signed a lease, and I did not sign a lease. William Rowley in Chicago, Code of Housing changed. You need to change and make a better protection of our signature in your program and stand up for us as in a housing, government housing program. So, and Jody Weis, please respond to me and let me know that you're going to have someone reopen up my case and talk to me and let me ask them questions about what I'm concerned about and how to help my case get solved, sir. Because I can be a better detective than Detective Governor or Sergeant Dunn at this time. I can do a thorough job of an
If
investigation.
you suffer from heartburn
Thank
4
you
days a week,
for your
you'll
time,
find 50 million
America,
Americans with
and
frequent
Chicago.
heartburn.
And I would like to hear from you, Jody Weiss, Alderman Tony Craigwinkle. I appeal to you
Heartburn happens when
to
stomach
take a
acid
stand
reaches or
and
backs
talk
up into the
to
esophagus.
Jody Weiss,
This causes a burning sensation in your
to
chest known as heartburn.
Congressman
With
Jesse
just 1
Jackson,
pill a day, Prilosec
Donnie
reduces
Trotter,
treats
Will
heartburn
Burns,
for
Barbara
24
Finn
hours,
Curry,
promoting
Big Durbin, Danny Davis, Congressman Barbara Rush,
Prilosec OTC
Commonwealth
is unique to
and our president
protects the
and
medicine
Carol Mosley
through
Brown
the stomach's tough
to
acid.
unite together to reopen my case. And I did talk to the Sun-Times, the Tribune, the Defender. I've written them about this. They will not do anything, Tony Craigwinkle, Alderman Tony Craigwinkle, unless they hear from you. And that's why my case have never came in the newspaper, because they wanted you to talk up to me. You know. And so please, Tony Craigwinkle, step up and talk to the news media and let them know how serious it is about our signature, because you're getting ready to run for an election, and I got to go in there and sign my signature to cast my vote for you or either Will Burns or anyone else that's running on that candidate this year in the election in November 2nd. So our signature has worked. I did not sign this lease, as I said before, with Maria Schuster, Jody Weiss.
Plus shows your pet you care.
Thank you very much.
By unleashing a